Going on, y'all? It's Oskino the Don. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button so you can get all the updates to my channel. I try to post multiple times a week covering current events, sports, aliens, pretty much everything. I like to get my spill on it, but I also like to hear from y'all, the people. So please drop some comments below on this topic and hit that like button, run them likes up for me. So we're gonna get right into it. Jonathan Majors was found guilty on lesser charges, not what he was initially brought up for charges for negligent assault. So pretty much assaulting his girl without trying to do so. So that can be seen as something like accidentally bumping somebody. These are things that fall under that category. Now, before the trial even started, people were already calling him guilty. You got people that, you know, came out of nowhere and said, "Oh yeah, he's like that. He's a narcissist." Blah blah blah, and all of this nonsense. Now, I just want to be clear. I don't condone violence at all, particularly man on woman violence. So that's a big no for me. But I paid attention to this case, and a lot of things that came out, even where the quote unquote victim recanted her statements about Jonathan Majors assaulting her. But yet and still, he was found guilty. Now, if y'all were actually paying attention to the case, leaving your emotions to the side, which a lot of y'all I know have a problem with doing, the DA was targeting Jonathan Majors from the very beginning. I mean, even the police wrote the first page of the report for the victim in this case. And I'm going to use victim in quotes because I don't believe in this scenario that Jonathan Majors actually assaulted this woman and gave her those um quote unquote injuries to herself. Particularly when, like I said, if you pay attention and look at all the facts presented and evidence presented in the case, that after she was allegedly assaulted and all that damage happened behind her ear and her finger, she was out at a bar drinking, having a good time, right? I mean, that's all out there for y'all to see, but, when you're emotional, you're gonna disregard that and just see, muscular black dude and a petite white woman, and then you already got your mind made up, which I think is hilarious because y'all are exactly the reason what's wrong with society today. Because there's a lot of people out there who are actually victims that actually do get assaulted and don't try to frame people or set people up because they're breaking up with them and things of that nature. So yeah, I just find that to be very funny. And yeah, I don't believe that Jonathan Majors assaulted this woman, particularly in this instance. Now, what may or may have not happened before, I can't speak on. I only speak on this particular instance. In what world does somebody who is afraid of somebody start chasing after them? Mind you, like I said, if you pay attention to the case, when this quote unquote injuries happened to this woman, because there was a cut behind her ear, and also alleged her finger was hurt or whatever, even though she couldn't remember which finger was hurt. Like I said, a lot of this was just fabricated, in my opinion. The injuries that happened were when she was alone in her apartment. Not only that, Jonathan Majors went to go check on her. It was knocking at the door at around 10:45, and she wasn't answering for damn near an hour, but she texted her friend 15 to 20 minutes after Jonathan Majors was trying to knock on the door to see if she was all right because she was drunk out of her mind. If y'all don't know alcoholic people, well, this is a prime example of how people get with alcohol, and it's why I don't like to deal with people who are alcoholics. Any woman out there that loves to drink all the time and get wasted, trust me, you don't want those problems. Trust me. But if you're an alcoholic yourself, then that's gonna fit right in for you. You feel what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I'm not blaming the quote unquote victim either. I'm saying let's look at the facts and let's keep it real. Because if we're just gonna go off of, oh well, the jury found her guilty. Well, guess who they found innocent? O.J. Simpson. You see, but when I say that and when I bring that up, then y'all want to start deflecting and be like, oh, that was a whole murder. Okay, it don't matter. The problem is the justice system and how some people are targeted for a multitude of reasons. Now, with this whole black and white stuff, people want to act like racism still don't exist. You guys are full of it. I'm a product of a quote unquote black male and a quote unquote white female, my parents. And there's racism from both sides of my family still to this day. So y'all can miss me with the garbage about, oh, y'all using the race card. No, we keeping it real, 100% real. And this is advice to any young man out there that's dealing with a woman of any ethnicity. When you're going through problems with a woman, I beg of you, never put in writing that you apologize for anything or anything like that, because what they will do, they will manipulate the system and they will use that against you. Even if you do feel sorry for an argument or anything minor, they will take that and use it against you, because we are in the days and times where the heterosexual man is being attacked. This goes for all ethnicities of heterosexual men. And this is all part of the play of them trying to reduce the population. So y'all can say I'm reaching with that one, but pay attention if y'all really paying attention, or y'all just quote on clickbaits. Those who know, I ain't gotta explain any more detail about the attack on heterosexual men and how they're trying to toxify, even more toxify the relationship between a man and a woman. But needless to say, like I said, to all the men out there, young or old, stop texting apologies, because that's going to be used against you. You can have the purest of heart, mean no harm, but anything that is can be seen as an apology, they're going to take it as you admitting to any wrongdoing. And in any situation, 9 times out of 10, the man is always going to be blamed. So I just hope y'all take that jewel and apply it to your next situation or your current situation. If you want to apologize to a woman, do it over the phone or in person. I mean, vocally, and make sure you record the conversation, because it's so hard to trust people nowadays, man. Particularly if you're a celebrity, you can't trust anybody in these situations. You have to always like, you can't even feel safe. That's all I'm saying. Now, like I said, don't mince my words or anything of that nature. I'm not saying that Jonathan Majors hasn't abused anybody in his life before, but in this particular situation, we got evidence. Let's roll the clip of him running away from the woman he was allegedly abusing, and the woman who claims that she was so scared but then recanted her statements about Jonathan Majors ever actually assaulting her. But the DA wanted to teach Jonathan Majors a lesson. The funny thing is too is that the police, when they first came to the scene, oh, you live in this apartment? How did you get money like that? Because they didn't even know that he was an actor. See what I'm saying? But racism doesn't play a part, right? To all y'all out there who are deniers of racism. Let's roll this clip of him running in the streets of Manhattan away from his chick. What happened to the video? Hold on. Here we go. Yep. Look at that. He's running away from her. Come on. She's still chasing him, but she's afraid of him. Come on. Really? Look how fast he's running. She's damn near keeping up with the man. She almost gets hit by a car right here trying to chase after him. She's out of her mind. Look at this. Come on, y'all. I'm sorry. You gonna find this man guilty? It's definitely not fair. You ain't scared of. I'm sorry. If I'm scared of somebody, I'm running the opposite way. I'm trying to get away from them. I'm not gonna continue to fight with the person or struggle with the person, whatever the case may be. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of this is nonsense, man, and they just trying to frame my dude. So, like I said, just because the jury found him guilty, that don't mean it's true. Because the jury and the judge, well, like they said with OJ, right? If it don't fit, you must acquit. You see how the justice system is all messed up, right? It's all messed up. So yeah, I just want to leave it at that because I think this is garbage. It's absolute garbage. I hope he appeals it and then he gets exonerated from even the lesser charges that they wanted to bring against him because I truly feel like the DA just wanted Jonathan Majors to have some type of charges brought up against him for whatever reason she just does not like the man. Rumors don't mean something is true. I don't care if 100 people say that, oh, this person is a certain way, but then when I'm with that person, I don't see anything of the rumors that they speak of. So like a lot of men are being attacked lately, and I'm not gonna stand for it. I think it's garbage. But I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. Peace and one love.